Hey guys, welcome back to Time Machine Scale Models. Well, yesterday when I did the stash ad video, I told you guys, how much I had been dreaming about getting a hold of this car. And I'm finally glad that I did it. It's one of the kits that I've wanted for a very long time, and my intention is to build it. So let me tell you a little bit about this. Obviously, you can see on the box art, it says McLaren Mk8D. What a lot of people don't know is the history of this car. Okay, McLaren dominated Can-Am racing for the better part of 5 years, starting in 1967. And the teammates of Bruce McLaren and Denny Hulme were their top racers. Dan Gurney also raced for them. Now, what this car before you represents, the number 5, represents the car that Bruce McLaren drove in the 1970 Can-Am series. 52 years ago, June 2nd, 1970, Bruce McLaren would be testing the McLaren Mk8D at Goodwood. And he would also lose his life. He was 32 years old. After leaving pit road, McLaren was getting up to speed when the rear bodywork came apart on the car. The car losing downforce sent him careening across the track, and Bruce ended up hitting a marshal's bunker, dying on impact. Now, you would think McLaren Racing would fold, being that its founder just passed away, but that wasn't the case. And as we know today, McLaren is known the world over. Nope. In 1970, Denny Hulme would continue on with the Mk8D, and he would go on to claim the 1970 Can-Am Series Championship. So I'm going to build this, even though we've got group builds going on. We've got the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators group build going on, and on November 7th we're going to start the Fat Fender Spins and Chrome build. But I'm going to start building this in honor of Bruce McLaren. Now, I've already done my research on the car. I've seen plenty of pictures of the car, and I think Tamiya Camel Yellow is the best representation of the color of the car. It wasn't orange like this box art. It was an orangey yellow, but it was yellow. You could definitely see that it was yellow. I'm probably just going to do it box stock. I probably won't do any wiring underneath the rear cover or anything like that, because you're not going to be able to see it anyway unless I open that up. And obviously the body panels on this can come off if you score them. They're not off. It's all one solid piece. So let's open the box and take a look. So this is that awesome body. Earlier versions of this car had a high wing, but Can-Am changed the rules and made them lower the wing on the car. So how this ended up coming to be was, because they couldn't use the high wing, they went and they fashioned these fins on the back with the spoiler in between. So of course this is the chassis pan right here. Let me put these down, move this over to the side a minute. There's chassis pan here. The interior cockpit. Wheel backs. Exhaust pieces, and the big Chevrolet engine. Look at that thing. Naturally aspirated. And if I remember correctly, it was 690 horsepower, naturally aspirated. A little bit of flash on the headers, but nothing I can't clean up. Rear of the seat, rest of the cockpit, and here's that big old spoiler. Look at that. Look at the profile of that thing. Chrome trees still bagged up. I'm sure some of this will be dechromed. Look at those huge valve covers. Obviously it's 1/20th scale, but look how huge those valve covers are. Those wheels are really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do it the best I can and make sure that it's the best representation of Bruce McLaren's number 5. Let me grab these tires. These are some big meats. I'm not used to building 1/20th scale, but these are some big meats. I mean, these would be considered big old tires on a 1/25th scale, right? They'd be like drag slicks or something, but look at these meats. They're huge. Almost like sprint car rear tires, right? So yeah, that's going to be really cool. And let me show you the decals here. So you have the opportunity to build the number 4 car or the number 5 car, and you can build Bruce McLaren's car or Denny Holmes' car. That's kind of weird because I thought Denny Holmes drove the number 6. I could be wrong. Yep, so simple roundels. You got Bruce McLaren, Denny Holmes, the Gulf decals, Goodyear, Reynolds aluminum. Reynolds aluminum was very integral in how well McLaren performed from 1967 on. When they went to Reynolds aluminum blocks and heads and stuff on their motors, that's when their performance started picking up. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I got. I hope you guys follow this build. I'm pretty excited to get to it. I know I've got so many things on my plate, but I just can't wait. And a lot of people would be like, are you crazy? Don't build that kit. No, I'm going to build this kit. And I hope you guys follow along with me. Alright guys, happy modeling. Thanks for watching.